Fine, I got a haircut. Holy cow, I had way too much caffeine. Fun fact, I'm drinking 2 cups of coffee to get the proper energy for this video. Holy cow, my hands are like legit shaking. I'm gonna lay down after this video, but I'm gonna utilize this energy to create some content. So Susan and I haven't exactly been subtle about our relationship. And out of curiosity, you know what? It's an assumptions video. I don't need to justify its existence. Let's do it. You're more clingy than Susan. Yeah. I used to think that you guys were just close friends. I mean, like, you're not wrong. How old are you both? She's 26, I'm 25. I've always had a thing for older women. Oh, she's gonna kill me for that joke. Woo! You never fight. Okay, for real now. For the first few years of our relationship, there were a few things that I did without really realizing that they were a problem for her, and so I had a special document in my notes app simply labeled Susan Notes. This is real. And each one of these was, well, you can imagine the context that led to them being added. No poop and food jokes. No jokes about cats dying. Don't just give one-word answers. She needs to have a bidet, a humidifier, and a heater in our future home. Which leads to... marriage is definitely on the table. Well, you're going to get married. I mean, you guys probably want to be married and with kids before turning 30. Wait, hold on. You guys will get married very soon. Just let me... engaged! Okay, humor me 1 second while I don't do humor for 1 second. She and I do want to get married, to have a place together, and just have our lives together in the future. And I'm gonna make sure that I can provide for her. Which requires getting a good job, which requires me to finish college, which I'm not done with yet, definitely, not by a long shot. And even besides that, her and I both agree that we don't feel like we're ready for married life together. We fully support each other, but we want to experience this time in our lives as it is. Does that make any sense? You want to live in America together eventually. I think I just found the US Customs and Immigration's alt. You're moving to Malawi someday. I assume that was supposed to be Malaysia, but autocorrect hit it because neither of us have plans to visit Malawi. Although I'd be down. Okay, we do have a plan for our future, but one of our respective governments will not be super happy about it, and just to make the whole process easier for both of us, we don't really want to talk about it publicly yet.
International long-distance relationships are just so fun.
You're very private when it comes to personal relationship stuff, like kissing and affection, etc. That was like a conversation and a very conscious decision we made, although, you know, we're sometimes a little too sappy on the timeline. Sorry about that. But for 3 main reasons. Number 1, we remember how annoyed we used to be at that. Number 2 is because Malaysian culture is just a lot more conservative when it comes to public displays of affection than like American culture is. So what seems like being private to an American audience, to a Malaysian audience just seems normal. And the third and most important reason, which I'm sure that you guessed by now, is because, you know, we do want to keep some aspects of our relationship private. Because it is a real relationship between two people. It is not just a scripted arc of a TV show. We really enjoy sharing aspects of it with you, but those are only what we specifically choose to show you. The statement that I want to marry and spend the rest of my life with this woman has a lot of history behind it, and that's why I feel so confident in it. Susan is the brains of the relationship. She's the smart one. Obviously. You two have trouble with time zones? I will say that is the only benefit to the long distance aspect of our relationship. Because for both of us, during the day, the other person is asleep, so we can focus on what we, need to do. And then we have like a 4 to 6 hour window in the morning and at night where we can like update and talk and call the other person without it taking the productive hours of the day. It does work out. And I will admit, our first time being together in person, that was a little bit of an adjustment for me. It was like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. It's 2 o'clock. It feels like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I can still talk to my girlfriend. That was cool. You're both hot. Yeah, there's hot flashes from too much coffee. But thank you for real for like joining me and Susan and being a real part of the dynamic of our relationship. We're both very, very grateful for you and your support and love. And that genuinely means so much to us. I am gonna go lay down now because I definitely had too much caffeine and I've utilized it for this video, but now I'm just starting to not feel good. Stay positive. But I have to get up and turn the camera off. What if I just fell asleep and let the battery die? That sounds like a good idea.